What's up everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Bonelab. The game's been out now for about a week and a half, so we're going to look into the good, the bad, and who this game is for. I know there's been a lot of controversy over this game. Is it good? Is it terrible? You've got every opinion. So far we've heard everything from it's the greatest game to come to VR to it's a waste of time, don't waste your time. So we're going to take a look at it from a beginner's perspective and see, is this a game that you might want to pick up? So I put about 17 hours into the game, finished the campaign, so I'm going to give you just a little bit of insight into what this game is all about, what I liked about it, what could be better, and then we'll just kind of go from there. So to start with the good about the game, it's released on Quest and PC, so there's no need for a beefed up gaming PC to enjoy a game like this now. You'll get slightly less graphical clarity here with the Quest, but still at this price point, it's definitely something that's great to get you into a physics-based environment and play around with what you've seen people do in Boneworks with their PCs. So it's definitely great there. If it gets multiplayer, maybe there'll be a chance for your Quest and PC friends to be able to play together. So definitely like that it is going across all platforms to really open it up to a large player base. Visibly, the graphics are great on PC. Definitely something that looks very aesthetically pleasing. Really helps with the immersion, gets you in there. In addition, the physics-based gameplay that I have had experience with, it's something I haven't seen in any other game, so this is definitely, it seems like a one-of-a-kind kind of experience with the physics that you get to do in a VR environment, so very much like a Gary's mod of today. The other thing is that it now has open mod support, so I don't know if you've ever tried to load mods in games like Boneworks in the past, but it's not usually very easy. You need to get a mod loader, find the mods, load them in, and all of that. So now the mods are going to be supported. It's going to be a little bit easier to get the mods into the game and get into using those mods, along with hopefully making sure that everyone has the open ability to create their mods. So mod creation for the modders should be a little bit easier moving forward with this game. So definitely look forward to seeing what the community comes up with. And so far they've been coming up with a lot already, just a week and a half in, and there's hundreds of mods and characters and different things that are getting added, so definitely going to be interesting to see. So that's the good with the game. There's a lot more that would probably be good, but that's the main things that stood out to me so far in what I've played through. The cons, though, one of the main cons is, the campaign isn't that great, and I know they said this of Boneworks as well, so you might feel a little bit lost on, what to do after the campaign. It's pretty short. I'll say it did take me longer than I would have liked to have gone through the campaign. It's not one of those types of games where it's obvious as to where to go next or what to do, and I wanted to spend time trying to find all of the little orbs and unlocks that I could throughout my first playthrough. So definitely something that's fun and enjoyable, but once it's done, it's kind of, you're not sure what to do next, and then the story isn't the greatest. Although I will say they did really well at making some very funny aspects of the story with the clipboards that you could find and kind of reading what was going on with the people in that area, trying to understand kind of the story behind everything. So definitely enjoyable, but there are better campaigns out there. Some of the physics do get in the way of the immersion at times too. So being a physics-based games, you can get stuck in areas, your arms can get stuck, things like that. Some of the aspects I've heard about but didn't experience on a Quest 2 PC setup was the issues with controllers. I think there was Vive controllers that weren't working, a lot of technical issues with being able to even play the game on release. Not something that I had trouble with, so I can't really speak to that. Actually, the performance and everything seemed great for me. I had some trouble with the quality at first. Had to play at medium settings, and then figured out I was able to play at high settings. I'm not sure what the issue was, but it did play better after a day or so in higher resolution. So definitely a good experience for me, but I know I've heard others with other headsets have had trouble. Now, to all the drama surrounding this game, is it, the game changer for VR, or is it just, another Boneworks, redeployed as Bonelab? And, I think I played a little bit of Boneworks, and Bonelab definitely has, a different feel to it. I think they've really made sure that the systems work a little bit better together. They've refined, however this game is working so that now it can run on the Quest and it runs well. So I think it is a good game. Is this the game that's going to change VR for the future and bring it finally into the mainstream, or really be a VR game changer for us? I'm not sure. But I do like the game. I think it's enjoyable. I think the type of person that this is for is, you want to be aware, if you're a beginner to VR, this game is for the kind of the VR expert in a sense. If you get any sort of motion sickness while playing a game, this is probably not the game for you. I have several friends who have tried the game out so far, and both of which, were motion sick after just a few short minutes of playing. Fortunately, I haven't had that issue, so I've played this game for hours on end and haven't had a problem with the motion sickness, but I've played a little bit more VR in the past. So if you're brand new to it, be aware of that. If you do get motion sickness, this game is going to give you trouble with that in most cases. Again, once the campaign's done, it's a sandbox game, so it's really meant for you to be creative. Get in there and experiment, have fun in these sandboxes. Once you've unlocked a different number of items or found some mods, play around, get creative. I think this game is really for the creative personality, who wants to get in there and kind of, make up scenarios or make up scenes and, just make up different circumstances that are going to happen. That's who's going to be interested in a game like this. So certainly, keep that in mind as well. Playability wise, if you're just looking for a campaign, you're not going to get a whole lot out of it. Plus, you'll probably want to watch a video summarizing what the Boneworks campaign is like if you haven't played it. And even if you have played it, it helped me to watch some summaries on what is the Boneworks campaign and the story for it, just to kind of remind myself, where did we leave off when we finished up Boneworks as we move into Bonelab. But yeah, I think the opportunities are endless with this as the mod community comes in. I think it's going to be a really great game for people to spend time in. I'd like to see, multiplayer. I understand there's probably a lot that goes into making a multiplayer game, and being a smaller studio as Stress Level 0 is, it's going to be harder to do that. But overall, I think the support for the mods is the right way to go. It's going to be a fun experience, as that community grows, and seeing how fast it's already kind of taken off in the week and a half that it's been out. I think there's only going to be more and better things to come. So this is kind of your summary for a beginner. Try it, check it out, see if you like it, watch some videos, some tutorials on it, and see if that's something you want to pick up. And overall, I think you'll enjoy the game if it's something that you are able to kind of stomach when it comes to the motion aspect of everything in the game. So hopefully this has been helpful. If you like the information, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more in the future, and see you soon.